Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of GameFilm. Just to get this out of the way first, I realize it's been 2.5, 3 months since November, since my last upload. I realized this. I will fill everybody in, either in a different video or in a live stream, just not in this video. So anyways, this night so far it'd been rough. It'd been a trying night. I think we were, I don't know, 1-2 going into this match, but I don't know. The 1v1, the team we're fighting was just, some teams are just bad. They're just bad teams. That was that case. Just this night we had one of our gunfights. Prep phase was not going smoothly, and you know when prep phase doesn't go smoothly, neither does life. It's a rule of Rainbow Six Siege, really. So this brings me to my first point. This match has been hard fought. We get 2 attacks in a row. And what do you know? The defense gets 2 defenses in the same objective in a row. And what do? Well, being a good team, they did different things. But our 2 randoms, being Sledge and Fuse, shoutouts to Sledge and Fuse, decided to do the exact same thing on both attacks. And what do you know? One's dead and one's down. You know, fast forward a minute and Fuse is going to be alive, but one of my teammates is going to be dead because he had to go down there to revive him. So when you get the same objective twice in a row, I don't care how well that first round went, unless you were fighting a team of 5, I don't know, Kardashians. Don't do the same thing as you did before, because anybody with half a brain is going to recognize what you're doing again, and they are going to figure out a way to combat it and come down with the force of 1,000 gods and crush you. Don't do the same thing over and over. It just doesn't. It's not going to work. It's actually the definition of insanity, don't you? Is that the definition of insanity? I feel like people say that too much for it to really be true. You know what I mean? Sometimes people say things and it's just... Anyways, I'm rambling. So now, we're in an outnumbered situation, which is my second point of this video. Every situation in this game, whether you outnumber the enemy, whether the enemy outnumbers you, or whether you are tied, should be approached with different nuances. They should be attacked in different ways. So here, we're outnumbered. We've got 2 guys positioned on that, little balcony area there, putting massive pressure on Bravo while I come around behind. Theoretically, we should be able to mesh in, collapse upon them, get a good plant on Bravo. No, that's not how this is going to happen, apparently. 1v4. So immediately, I grasp at the only information I have, which is that pair of footsteps. That's all I got. That's what I'm clinging to. Unfortunately, that tells me that Valkyrie's where I already knew she was because she had just killed Josh. But what that did tell me is that there was only one person who went back there. They're no longer back there, so either nobody's back there, or there's somebody back there and they're far enough back and there's no 3 speeds in their team and no Kavira. So nobody's going to come up from behind me without me hearing about it, at least not with any quickness. So I'm checking the place. I know what people already are, but I hear somebody from behind me like I just thought I would. And what do you know? There's Frost. Now Frost's dead. What I did there, in a situation where it's 1v4, is I got myself in a situation with Frost where it was a 1v1. I lucked out that Frost was behind there and she had no backup, and I positioned myself in a way where in that gunfight I had this wall on my right, to where the only person in the whole entire universe that could shoot me was Frost. Frost wasn't ready for it. It's now 1v3. That much closer to a 1v2, a 1v1, and a 1v0. This team had been super duper aggressive all match, like ultra aggressive, so I figured as soon as they know where I am, because they're trying to shoot somebody, and Frost, if they're on mics, is calling out, "The Spleeper's in this room," they're gonna rush at me. They did. I peek the room where I know there's probably people, and 1v2. Valkyrie just made the crucial mistake of going outside, knew exactly what room she was in, if there was any doubt, and take some feelings out in that pot. Peek around that corner at head level. Another big thing there. If you're peeking corners and you have any inkling as to if they're at head level, if they're crouching, or if they are prone, which if you're giving shoutouts to your teammates, that should always be part of the shoutout, is if someone's sitting still. If someone's moving around, you can't be helped, or if they're some sort of weird person who crouches and prones and gets up all the time, you know who you are. Call out if they are prone, standing, or crouching, because it's invaluable, because you can turn a corner just like that. I mean, you don't have to aim. You've already got your gun where it needs to be, basically. You just pull the trigger, and it's not even a firefight. Echo makes the mistake immediately, because I had no idea where Echo is. Realized Echo could have been in the same room as Valkyrie. Echo could have been... I mean, he could have been in Oregon for all I knew. I had no clue where Echo was. He takes a shot at me when he doesn't really know where I am, because he's starting to panic. It's a 1v4, now it's a 1v1. I've got to actually do something. Shoots at me, I know exactly where he is. I line up the shot, pre-fire the corner, and it's over. 1v4, and a 1v3, 2, 1, 0. All because every situation was a 1v1. And if you can win a 1v1 engagement in this game, you can win a 1v5 engagement in this game, provided you put yourself in command of every situation. At any opportunity, if you can get some sort of cover, if you can maneuver yourself to where the only person who can see you is one other person and your gun is on their face, you can win that fight. Keep doing that over and over, and you can win against an infinite amount of people, provided that team is not super coordinated and they are not attacking you from different angles at the exact same time, which, let's be honest, most teams aren't. They're gonna run at you one at a time, like it's like it's out of a movie or something, and it gives you a fighting chance. If you want to see more stuff like this, I have other game film videos that I have made, and I will continue making game film videos when I have a match that I feel like I can teach people things from. And also, there's, if you didn't know, there's a Rainbow Six Pro League, where you can watch people who are much better at this game than I am, and listen to casters who know much more about this game than I do, tell you the exact same things I just told you times 10. And like, it's great. You can learn so many things from watching somebody who's better at you than the game play the game. If you pay attention, like, you can watch it just to be entertained, and that's fine. But if you really, really want to improve at this game, watch people who are better than you and watch what they do and why they do it. If they're telling you why they did it, listen to why they did it. If a caster is telling you why he thinks somebody did something, the caster's probably right, because they're also pretty good at the game. Anyways, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.